YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. If you saw our last video, I showed you guys how to uninstall the carbon 1x1 trim in my E92 M3, and today is finally the day. We've got our new trim back from Stitched Wheels, and we're gonna go ahead and install that in today's video. All right, so I've got all of our new trim laid out. There's the dash pieces, the doors, console trim pieces, and then we have to put our old existing vents onto the new stuff. And then we also have the new EBrake Boot as well as the shift boot. So huge shout out to Stitched Wheels for all of these. If you guys did not see the last video where we uninstalled everything, I will put a link in the description below, but basically this is how we left it. Everything's all torn apart now. So it's time to put on the new stuff. All right, before we go ahead and install everything, what we need to do is put our OEM vents back on. So we'll flip this over. And the reinstall should be much, much easier than the uninstall. So as long as you line up all of your tabs here, with all your holes, it should go right in. Just sit right on top and then snap into place. So I do want to note, since this is a completely custom piece, and basically what was under here before was the OEM aluminum trim, and all this is it's reskinned with custom leather. So we obviously added a little bit of thickness, and then it was custom stitched right there with the blue. So with that being said, it is a little bit harder, since we're adding material, it is a little bit harder to get these little clips to all go into place. I got pretty much most of them all in, at least for the most part, but as you can see, I still don't even have the screws on, or the nuts on here yet, and it's not going anywhere. So I just want to point that out. That's why I was kind of forcing it on a little bit, but as you can see, there's no gaps or anything like that. And I'm sure if I would have given my vents to Stitched Wheels, they would have already just went ahead and installed this for me, but like he did on this one, because this one already came this way, I sent him the vents and the tray and everything, and he sent it back exactly like this. So he made sure everything fit properly. So I'm sure if I would have given him my vents, he would have installed these for me, but no big deal. Went ahead and forced it on there pretty good. And now we can go ahead and do this side. But first, going to put our nuts back on. These are 8mm nuts. All right, so this whole dash piece is good to go. Looks good, everything fits nicely. Do the same thing with the driver's side here. All right, so now we can go ahead and reinstall this. This side needs to go in first. Basically, it needs to slide underneath. And then push on. Try to get some of these clips in here. There we go. All right, so this one's on. So what I was trying to explain was the vent needs to start on this side. This needs to slide in, so it slides basically in underneath here and right underneath these little plastic tabs. Slides in and then down, and then these get clipped into place. So as you can see, they're all clipped in. These are clipped in, so we're good to go. And that's ready to go in the car. And then don't forget to install your iDrive and your power button, EC. So this thing will just clip right into place. Nothing to it. Make sure that's on there. Yep, we're good there. And then the EDC button, power button, just need to weave this through, and this will just compression fit right in place. So just sits just like that. And then this, there's Velcro in here, that's what BMW uses. I'm just gonna straighten this tape out. Yeah, and this will just sit like that. All right, now we're ready to put this all in the car. Okay, we're gonna start with the lower console here first, since we've got a lot of plugs to plug in. Basically, I'm going to start with this back white one here, this one here. So I'm gonna carefully put this, slide this kind of in here, and then reach my hand down and clip this on until it snaps. Just like that. And then this thing is for the shift knob, so we'll deal with that later. And then we kind of need to get our head down here and plug this guy in. There we go. Alright, put that in until it clips into place. Put your tape back on. And then this one's for the iDrive. This one goes in one direction. Okay, clips into place. Alright. Now all we need to do is line this all up and push into place. There we go. Pounding, never hurt anybody. Sweet. Fits perfectly like a glove. While we're here, we're gonna go ahead and do this upper trim piece. I'm gonna focus more so over there with all the plugs, but just note that there's 4 clips right here that need to go through. So the thing that we need to do that's the hardest is to plug these center plugs back in. There's 2 of them, they just clip right into place. They're 2 different sizes, so pretty simple to figure out which one's which. The bigger plug goes further back into the vent, and then the smaller one in the front. So, and additionally, you want to weave this one through the actual start button hole. I didn't put the actual start button on here yet. We're going to do that at the very end. It's just a little bit easier to fish this wire through the hole. So what we kind of need to do is put this up here, and I'm not going to clip anything in yet until I have all these wires plugged in. I'm just going to have to kind of feel around in there. Try to give you guys a different camera angle here. This is pretty hard to see. Alright. Try not to scratch any trim up. That's one way to do it. So another way to do it, actually, would be to pop out the center. So now that I popped that out on accident, we can just do that. I don't like to take off as many things as, try to leave things on as much as I can. I just feel like you take things off so many times it just doesn't fit the way it should. So as you can see, I've got pretty much all my wires fished through. And it is a little bit tighter than, an OEM piece of trim. Like I said, there's extra material in here, so I'm kind of having to force it on here, but it's super thick. And obviously, since it is an OEM piece underneath, it fits exactly how it should. But so everything's good there. But yeah, I guess I should have mentioned that before. You can actually pop this thing out, so there's little metal tabs, one there, one there, one there, one there. And from the back side, you can actually push that out. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it just happened to force itself out when I was trying to get these wires through. So ends up being a little bit easier this way, but now we can kind of tuck our wires in there a little bit better. But so this is what I was saying, there's 2 different plugs. This is the bigger one. It only goes in one direction, so it clips in. Smaller one, same thing, only goes in one direction. Just like that, and then go ahead and tuck your wires back in. And compression fit this back on until it clips into place. So let's go ahead and put this start button back in while we're over here. Alright, so this was custom painted from IND. Did a little install video on this a long time ago. It was one of my first videos, but went with Alpine White to match, and Craig did Fire Orange to match his orange M3. So pretty simple. Again, this thing only goes in one direction as well. Push it until it clicks in, and then go ahead and push it on. Just compression fits right into place. So that's all set and good to go. While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of give it a 2-click just to make sure all my electronics are all functioning again. Help to have some keys. All right, now I've got my keys. So that all works. These all light up. This all lights up. My buttons down here work. Perfect, we're good to go. Moving on to the driver's side vent. All right, nothing special with this one. There is no plugs to plug in. You'll see there's 2 little mounting points, and that's it. So just go ahead and put that on and push it into place. Perfect. Okay, so moving to the back seat here now. I brought all my trim pieces, one for each rear door card and the center. So we've got one plug here, pretty straightforward. Goes right into one place, which is, let's see here, right on top, right here. So this thing goes right in one way. So go ahead and plug that in until it snaps in. So you hear the click, and then go ahead and tuck your wire back down in here. And then this just compression fits right back into place. So you'll see these tabs, 1, 2, 3, and there's a couple on the bottom here and another 3 here. So just set it on down and firmly push in. Perfect. Door works. Everything works here. Should be good to go. Okay, so for the front and rear door cards, they're pretty much gonna be the exact same. You'll see these tabs here. So this will go on just like this. So line up your mounting tabs. Get them pounded into place. Pretty simple. And you can see the blue stitching and the blue seatbelt. So I'm digging it. Same thing for the driver's rear door card. Put it in, bang it on. Just got it all lined up. Good. All right, perfect. Front passenger side, same thing. Make sure you have all your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little clips in here, and all these things are still in here. Go ahead and compression fit this guy on. I kind of hit them all in simultaneously. A little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Perfect. One more, and then we can do the shift boot and the EBrake boot. Line everything up. We're gonna go ahead and start with the EBrake boot here on the inside now. Don't forget your mask. All right, so if you guys watched my previous video before, I showed you guys how to remove the OEM EBrake boot and the shifter boot. Basically, what BMW does is they put a zip tie around the actual handle and the boot itself. So I sent the entire thing here, handle and boot all together, to Stitched Wheels, and they went ahead and put that little zip tie back on for me. So pretty simple for me to do. All I need to do is slide this on, and you'll see these clips all the way around. Clip those into place, and additionally you'll see these little cutouts here on the metal right here, and then there's a couple pieces of metal that stick out right here. That's how the EBrake handle is held into place. So we just need to force that down in, and we should be good to go. On. Let's get our boot into place first. Make sure it all clips in. There we go. Perfect. And then push that guy down. A little hair. Alright, so that's that. That's what that looks like. Very cool. So, that's the final product there. Looks really nice. Super high quality job. I'm very impressed with this. Okay guys, final piece of the puzzle, the shift boot. So this is all put together already for us. And this is not the standard OEM shift knob, just FYI, this is the short version, so this is like an M5 CHP, whatever you want to call it, version. I sent this over to him too, and he put a new boot on, and we're good to go. So this does illuminate, that's why we have this little plug here. So what we need to do is plug this in first. It only goes in one way, just like so. It'll clip right into place, and then we can take this, and this just compression fits right on top of this. So tuck my wire in as far as I can, and I'm going to kind of feel around, push our boot on. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, so before I push it all the way down, my wire's out of the way, and same thing, there's little clips all the way around this ring here. I just need to push it into place and it'll snap in. And then with the shift knob, you just want to push it straight down. I usually try to push this down as hard as I can, so it doesn't move. Alright, so that's that. Shift boot's on. Everything feels great. Alright guys, job finally complete. It's getting a little dark outside, so probably not the best lighting here. I will take some pictures in the daylight. I'll add this to the video, but this is what it looks like. Super clean. I'm extremely impressed with the way this turned out. It's very OEM feeling, again, like the OEM carbon leather, same kind of textured material with the added flare of the blue stitching. I was real tempted to do white stitching, but I was afraid that you know, maybe they would get dirty after time or something. I don't know, I get kind of weird about that stuff. So decided to go with the blue since I've got a blue theme going on in here. I kind of took a poll amongst my friends and they all agreed to do blue, so there we go. Really nice stitching job. Super nice leather. So this is a different leather, obviously. I told him to make this in the shift boot a different leather than the rest of the trim. So everything's back into place. Good to go. Alright guys, that pretty much wraps up our install for the interior trim from Stitched Wheel. So, I am extremely impressed with the way this turned out. I had a great experience. Jordan is the owner, so huge shout out to him for sending me this trim and hooking me up. Really, truly appreciate it. It was a great experience working with him. Customer service is great, and the turnaround time was really actually pretty good. So, considering the amount of work that went into this, I am super pleased with the way it turned out. It was probably about 4 weeks, and also compared to what I had before with my custom 1x1 carbon trim, which took 10 months, I am more than willing to wait 4 weeks for some superior product, and that's exactly what this is. So if you guys want to go check him out, definitely do so. It's stitchedwheels.com. Follow him on Instagram as well, and DM him for a quote if you're looking to do something similar to this. He does all kinds of different colors. He can do Alcantara, he can do all kinds of stuff. He also does steering wheels, so definitely check him out. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns on anything that we've done on the car today, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we will see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe button if you are not subscribed already. We will see you guys on the next one. Take care.